If you're only interested in the grammar section, skip ahead to this time. 田舎 countryside, hometown. The antonym is 都会 city. チャンス chance. チャンスがあったら外国で働きたいです。億 100 million. 1億円あったらどうしますか？意味 meaning. この言葉の意味がわかりますか？考えます。To think, including logical reasoning or careful consideration. To use one's brain. もっとよく考えてください。着きます。To arrive. 駅に着いたら電話してください。年を取ります。To grow old. 年を取ったら田舎で暮らしたいです。足ります。To be enough, to be sufficient. It's a group to verb, even though it ends with います。3つで足りると思いますか？頑張ります。To do one's best. 頑張ってください。転勤 Job transfer. 転勤します。To transfer. 東京支店に転勤します。もしもし。Hello. Used only on a phone. もしもし。もしもし。Alright, now let's move on to grammar. Today we'll learn about たら。たら means if. As I explained before, in Japanese, there are several ways to express if. Each has its limitations on usage, so you have to use different ones depending on the context. But when to use which is really difficult. However, the good news is that tara is the most versatile option. You can use tara in most contexts. How to use tara? It's very simple. Just end with the ta form plus la. Then follow with the outcome. As a quick review, the ta form is the plain past affirmative form. And here is the conjugation table for the ta form of verbs. Alright, let's practice. If it rains tomorrow, I will watch a movie at home. It rains tomorrow is 明日雨が降ります。I will watch a movie at home is 家で映画を見ます。降ります is a group one verb, so the top form is 降った、降ったら。明日雨が降ったら家で映画を見ます。明日雨が降ったら家で映画を見ます。If I had a lot of money, I would buy a house. I had a lot of money, or I have a lot of money is たくさんお金があります。I would buy a house, or I will buy a house is 家を買います。あります is a group one verb, so あったら。たくさんお金があったら家を買います。たくさんお金があったら家を買います。You can also say もしたくさんお金があったら家を買います。もし is optional, but it clarifies what follows もし is a hypothetical condition. So this もし clarifies that this is just a hypothetical situation. もしたくさんお金があったら家を買います。 If Sato-san quits the company, I'll be sad. In Japanese, the subject of a sentence is very often omitted, but this time the subject of each clause is different, Sato-san and I. So I would not omit them unless it's obvious from the context. Sato-san quits the company. 佐藤さんが会社を辞めます。I'll be sad. 私は悲しいです。辞めます is a group to verb, so 佐藤さんが会社を辞めたら私は悲しいです。佐藤さんが会社を辞めたら私は悲しいです。A common mistake is 佐藤さんは会社を辞めたら私は悲しいです。This sounds unnatural. So here's the thing. In Japanese, generally, the wa particle is not used in a subordinate clause. 私は悲しいです is the main clause. 佐藤さんは会社を辞めたら is the subordinate clause. So it should be 佐藤さんが会社を辞めたら. This also applies to other subordinate clauses like 時 clauses, と clauses, 前に clauses, and so on.The subject in the subordinate clause should be marked with the ga particle instead of the wa particle. However, again, this is just generally speaking. There are times when we do use the wa particle in a subordinate clause. But at least for now, I suggest avoiding using the wa particle in a subordinate clause. You can also move this 私は to the top of the sentence. 私は佐藤さんが会社を辞めたら悲しいです。Or if it's obvious that it's you who will be sad, then you can also just omit it. Now, if you want to express if not, then you just use the negative top form instead of the regular top form. The negative top form is the plain past negative form. And it's just the past form of the nai form. So first, make the nai form and then change it to the past form. If you want to review how to make the nai form, watch the video for lesson 17. Nai always conjugates like an e adjective. 暑い. The past tense is 暑かった. The same way, ない. The past tense is なかった. So the negative top form ends with なかった. Let's practice. If it does not rain tomorrow, let's go hiking. To rain is 雨が降ります. The nai form is 降らない. And the past form is 降らなかった. 明日、雨が降らなかったら、ハイキングに行きましょう。明日、雨が降らなかったら、ハイキングに行きましょう。If you're hot, please turn on the AC. It's hot is 暑いです。Please turn on the AC is エアコンをつけてください。暑いです is an e adjective. And the top form is 暑かった。暑かったらエアコンをつけてください。暑かったらエアコンをつけてください。If you're not busy, please come. Busy is 忙しい. The nai form is 忙しくない. And the past form is 忙しくなかった。忙しくなかったら来てください。忙しくなかったら来てください。If you're free this weekend, let's hang out. Free this weekend. 今週末、暇です。Let's hang out. 遊びましょう。暇 is a na adjective. And the top form is 暇だった。今週末、暇だったら遊びましょう。今週末、暇だったら遊びましょう。If it's not rain tomorrow, I'll be happy. Or I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. Rain as a noun is 雨. The nai form is 雨じゃない. And the past form is 雨じゃなかった. 明日雨じゃなかったら嬉しいです。明日雨じゃなかったら嬉しいです。Also, tara is so versatile that this condition can also be something that's certain to happen. In that case, tara means more like when/after rather than if. For example, 10時になります。It becomes 10. 10時になったら出かけましょう。When/after it becomes 10, let's head out. 東京に着きます。I'll arrive in Tokyo. 東京に着いたら電話します。When/after I arrive in Tokyo, I will call you. If the condition is something that's certain to happen, you cannot use もし. So again, tara is incredibly versatile. Whenever you want to express if, you can almost always use tara. Yes, almost always, but not always. Now I want to talk about situations where you cannot use tara. So here's the thing. When we use tara, it always means if the condition is fulfilled. After it's fulfilled, I would do the outcome, or the outcome would happen. But usually that's the case anyway, right? So you don't have to worry about this too much. But in English, using if, you can make a sentence like, if I were to die tomorrow, I would go see my family. If I die tomorrow, 明日死んだら I go see my family. 家族に会いに行きます. This Japanese sentence is wrong. Again, tara means the condition is fulfilled. And after that, the outcome follows. So this sentence can only mean I go see my family after I'm dead. But that's not what I mean. I want to see my family before I die. Another example. If you go to Tokyo, taking the train is convenient. 東京に行ったら電車が便利です. Again, the condition is fulfilled first, then the outcome. So this sentence can only mean after you arrive in Tokyo, it's convenient to take the train to get around Tokyo. It cannot mean if you go to Tokyo, taking the train is convenient to get to Tokyo. But the good news is that when you cannot use tara for this reason, you can use nara instead, which is another way to express if. The conjugation for nara is just the plain form, while with tara, it was the ta form, which is the plain past form. But with nara, it doesn't have to be past. Change it from past to non-past. So, 東京に行くなら電車が便利です. Now it successfully means if you go to Tokyo, taking the train is convenient to get to Tokyo. 明日死ぬなら家族に会いに行きます。明日死ぬなら家族に会いに行きます. Now it successfully means if I were to die tomorrow, I would go see my family before I die. So, to sum it up, in Japanese, there are several ways to express if. When to use which is really confusing. But tara is the most versatile one. It works in most contexts among the 4 options. However, you want to use nara instead of tara in a situation where it's not the condition is fulfilled first, then the outcome would happen afterward. でも even if. Even if in Japanese is て form plus も. Even if it rains tomorrow, I will go hiking. It rains tomorrow. 明日雨が降ります. I'll go hiking. ハイキングに行きます. 降ります is a group 1 verb, so the て form is 降って. 明日雨が降ってもハイキングに行きます. 明日雨が降ってもハイキングに行きます. You can also use もし. もし明日雨が降ってもハイキングに行きます. It clarifies that this is just a hypothetical situation. Even if the ticket is expensive, I want to go to Japan in April. The ticket is expensive. チケットが高い。I want to go to Japan in April. 4月に日本に行きたいです。高い is an E adjective. As we learned in lesson 16, to make the te form of E adjectives, change the E to くて。高くても。チケットが高くても4月に日本に行きたいです。チケットが高くても4月に日本に行きたいです。Even if you're bad at singing, karaoke is fun. Bad at singing. 歌が下手。Karaoke is fun. カラオケは楽しいです。下手 is a na adjective. To make the te form of na adjectives or nouns, just add で。下手でも。歌が下手でもカラオケは楽しいです。歌が下手でもカラオケは楽しいです。or カラオケは歌が下手でも楽しいです。is also perfectly fine. Even if not is negative te form plus も。Negative te form is just the te form of the nai form. So first make the nai form. And again, nai always conjugates like an E adjective. So the te form is なくて. Alright, let's practice. Even if you do not use the AC, this room is cool. To use is 使います. The nai form is 使わない. And the te form is 使わなくて。エアコンを使わなくても、この部屋は涼しいです。エアコンを使わなくても、この部屋は涼しいです。この部屋はエアコンを使わなくても涼しいです。is also perfectly fine. エアコンを使わなくてもいいです。It literally means even if you don't use the AC, it's fine. And this is how we say you don't have to use the AC in Japanese. We learned how to say don't have to in lesson 17, by the way. If you want to review that, watch that video. Even if it's not now, it's fine. Or it doesn't have to be now. Now is 今, which is a noun. And the nai form is 今じゃない. And the te form is 今じゃなくて. 今じゃなくてもいいです。今じゃなくてもいいです。Alright, that's all for this video. いつも皆さんのサポート本当にありがとうございます。じゃあまたね。バイバイ。